Okay, so today we're going to start talking about inheritance. And we're going to think about the different traits that is common in inheritance. So let's say that we have a person, and you're going to have to ignore my drawings because they're very crude. But we have a person, and the person has 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, and some hair. And we have another person, and that person also has 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, and some hair. Okay? So, when you think about this, the traits are common among all people. All people have 2 eyes, they have a nose, they have a mouth, and they have hair. So, but then you get to things that are a little bit different. So, for example, this person might have blue eyes. This person might have brown eyes. So let's make his eyes brown. Okay, and then this person might have hair that's blonde. Okay, maybe it's even longer than the hair I drew. Okay, and it's straight. And this person might have curly brown hair. Okay, and then with each person, what you want to think about is things that are that can define them. So, for example, you might talk about their height, right? How tall are they? Or you might talk about their weight. How much do they weigh? You could also say, things like eye color or hair type or hair color, right? So every single person is going to have some sort of trait or personality. Now, what happens if these 2 guys get together and they have a baby, right? So what is going to be the trait or characteristics of the baby? Well, what's going to happen is that they are going to also have 2 eyes and a nose and a mouth and eventually some hair. Okay? But let's see. They're going to have brown hair, and they might have blue eyes. Okay? So they have, they're a mix. They have some personality traits from the mom and some personality traits from the dad. All right. So, we now consider the child again. Here's the baby. Okay, we just drew. And we'll draw the baby quickly. All right, so again, they have blue eyes and they have the brown hair. So, if you remember from biology, hopefully you do, the way that these traits are determined is that you have, genes that are passed down from one parent to another. So, perhaps the mom is, actually that's not right. Let's see. Perhaps the mom has BB and the dad has brown. So the dad had brown eyes, and the mom had blue eyes. So this child basically received this set of genes, and that was passed down. Now, those traits are all sort of common. But now what happens if, in this case, this child develops something like asthma? Okay, now neither one of the parents had asthma, but this child can develop it nevertheless. However, asthma is an inherited trait. So when this child ends up meeting a person, a young lady, right? And she has some sort of hair and eyes and a mouth and nose and all those traits, and they have a baby, okay? Eventually, that baby, all right, could get asthma, and that would be another trait that the parents didn't have. So this sort of, kind of an overview of your basic biology lesson having to do with inheritance, but it does translate to computer science and getting into the concept of inheritance. So I'd like you to think about, at this point, how exactly it does translate into computer science.